Hey everyone, welcome to Offbeat Life. We'd love it if you stay and subscribe and also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Today, I'm going to tell you my vegan story. Okay, so I became vegan in 2014. This was after years of research on veganism and a plant-based diet. And honestly, every single day, I'm so happy that I made that decision and I feel amazing. So the story begins around 2010, where I had a conversation with a colleague and a friend, and he planted a seed in my head. Little did I know that that seed would sprout into an amazing plant-based lifestyle. So let's take it back to 2010. Hey Paul, what's up buddy? How's it going?
Hey T, how are you?
Things good?
Just chilling out, living that bachelor life, watching some sports, hanging out with my cats, and just about to have a chicken souvlaki dinner, my man. How about you? What's going on?
You're gonna do what?
Sit down and dig into your chicken shawarma. Yo, bro, with your cat? Come on. Man, you're a pet lover. That's all you are. All right, you don't care about any other animals. In fact, if you ever looked at those factory farms and how they prepare these animals to end up on your table, you'd never eat another animal again. I'm absolutely sure, bro.
Whoa, Paul, chill, man. Like, whoa, what's with all this heat, bro? Like, come on. Humans are meant to eat meat. We've been eating meat since like the cave people. Like, come on, Paul. Like, this is a little excessive, man.
Yeah. I know all about the caveman and eating the meat every day, going hunting and all the rest of that nonsense and all that propaganda and everything. But listen, we're mammals, right? And you know that. So why don't you simply compare our physiology to physiology of mammals who are plant eaters and then mammals who are meat eaters? Which ones do we resemble the most? Right?
Okay, man, listen, I think my mom's calling. Tahir! Oh, you hear that?
Yeah, okay, we can talk later, but, do the simple experiment and get back to me, all right?
I gotta go, man. We'll talk, all right? See you, man. Bye.
Ciao.
Who does this guy think he is? Like, how's he gonna tell me how I am a pet lover and not an animal lover? Like, man, I swear to God, this guy has lost it. Absolutely lost it. Well, he has a point. Who said that? Right here. I mean, he was making some really good points if you think about it, Tahir. Oh, hell no. T, listen, you can't listen to either of these two. These two are tripping. Paul, he's just mad. And this guy, I mean, look at his shirt. Look how tight his buttons are. They're so tight, he's barely getting oxygen to his head. Listen, forget these guys and just eat your meat. You need that protein, man. Well, I mean, I think it's worth doing some research and thinking about it a little bit. We do consider ourselves to be open-minded, so I think it's important to give it some thought and do some research. It would be really good for us. No, listen, forget all that. You need to focus on your 5th fantasy basketball championship and beating Alex again. And open-minded, no. Open the door and kick this guy out, all right? That's it. So as you can see, I was facing quite the internal struggle. Somebody had introduced a new and foreign concept to me. And I had one of two options here: to look at it as an attack and just to ignore this person and say, you know what, forget him and what he has to say. Or I could look at it as an opportunity to grow and learn something new, and there might actually be merit to what he's saying. So what I did from here was started to do some research. Okay, so I started learning more about the factory farming industry. Along with that, I already had a science and a health nutrition background. I understood the digestive system pretty well, but what I wanted to learn about was how do different diets impact your health? And what I began to understand was studies were clearly showing that diets high in meat were not good for our health and linked to many diseases and problems. So right away I was like, well, okay, this is interesting. I should look into this further. That further research led me to the documentary called Food Inc. And wow, let me tell you, this was my first big aha moment. It was revolutionary to me. It lifted the veil of the food industry and showed me what was happening behind the scenes. And none of this stuff I knew before. It's not shown to us. We're not told about this in high school or on TV. And it really started changing my mind and understanding of food. Okay, so as if my beliefs and viewpoints on how to eat weren't challenged enough, I began to learn the impacts of animal agriculture on the environment. And I was just like, oh my goodness, another thing? So now all of a sudden what I eat is also impacting the climate and the environment? Well, lo and behold, it was. Research was showing me this, so many statistics, like it was as clear as day. And so here I am again wondering, do I want to change my diet? And you would think all of a sudden, just like that, I would stop. But I didn't. It took me a while, and it wasn't until 2014 that I finally made the change and said, I'm done, I'm becoming vegan. I remember that memory as if it was yesterday. It's so vivid. I was living in Australia. I was there to do my master's. I was living my best life. I was surfing, swimming, traveling all across Australia and New Zealand. And one evening I was sitting by on my couch, and I was on my laptop doing some schoolwork, and I went on Facebook for a little bit just to, browse around, see what people are up to. And then a video came up of what happens to a baby chick inside of a factory farm. Now, I had seen videos like this before, but I don't know what happened. That day, something just snapped inside. I saw this video and I just said to myself, I'm done. Never again can I ever support the animal agriculture industry, because if I eat this food and eat animal products, I'm saying all of this that I'm seeing and that I've learned is okay. So I was done. The next morning I woke up, I went to my roommate and I was like, hey, listen, I have some meat, some eggs, some cheese. They're all yours, take it. And that was it, done. So here I am 6 years later and feeling amazing. I have no regrets. I am thriving. My athletic performance has been great. I still play sports at a very competitive level, and oftentimes I'm playing with people half my age and able to keep up no problem. I'm sure a lot of you saw the documentary Game Changers. It was very popular and it talked about your diet and athletic performance, and specifically how plant-based diet can improve it. And when I watched it, I was like, yes, I can relate to that. That's me. I see it. I'm not an Olympic athlete by no means, but I wasn't slowing down as much as I should have for my age, and my recovery was great. So it felt awesome and I'm absolutely loving it. Another cool part of this journey was when I first started it, I was alone. Then I met Aneesa and we got married, and the fact that when I met her, she was also plant-based, that was a blessing. She was an amazing cook and she was making all these awesome dishes for me, and both of us also love to travel. So traveling allowed us to taste amazing plant-based cuisines and dishes from all across the world. This is truly one of our greatest joys and pleasures in life. So that was my plant-based journey. I want to thank you so much for joining us this week on Offbeat Life. If you're interested in learning more about plant-based eating, Aneesa and I have released a beginner's guide to plant-based eating. This guide contains a lot of different reasons and resources that can help you on your journey, along with 10 free recipes to get you started. Please remember to subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and also remember, like this video, share with your friends and family as well. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you next week. Signing out for Offbeat Life. See ya.